Do you want an assignment to be a better server? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a friend, you pay for the whole thing. And above all, you're going to leave a fat gratuity when this is over and done with. I want you to go out for a lunch, for example, or a dinner. Wherever you work, that's the meal I want you to go for. And I want your friend to time the meal, everything about it, everything. So I want to know, I want you to be able to look and see how long it took for the hostess to acknowledge your presence, how long it took to be seated, how long it took to get you get the idea, right? Each little thing, I want you to see how long it takes to get those things. But while you're at the meal, I don't want you to be thinking about that at all. I just want you to think of how long it seems to you. So, what you two are going to do is you're going to be at a business meeting. That's why you're writing stuff, right? And you're going to be taking notes about everything that goes on. I felt this way about this, right? How did they greet you? How did it make you feel? Because when it comes right down to it, all you can do is give them feelings. And like the speed at which you do things or the quality of your service is going to fade. They're going to forget about that. What they're going to remember is how you made them feel. That's the bottom line. And when it comes right down to it, when you're selling, all sales are emotionally driven. I don't know how you're going to drive your guest to that emotion, but all sales are emotionally driven in one way or another. Research it a little, you'll see. I was a salesman for a while, and I can tell you that all sales are emotionally driven. You just need to find their emotional trigger. And it's rough to do at the table. You have so little time, you have so little interaction that it's rough to find it. But once you do, you're locked in, man. And that's all I'm saying. I want you to go back home with your friend and talk about all this stuff and see if your service meets your own standards. You should serve above your standards because you don't know what one little thing is going to be your guest's thing, good or bad. So, for example, maybe their trigger is the drink is never empty. Maybe that's their trigger. Maybe it's there isn't extra stuff on the table. Maybe it's that they had to ask for something and they're like, oh my goodness, I had to ask for something. This is the end of the world for me. You don't know, right? Maybe they don't care about asking for things. But the bottom line is you need to accommodate for everything. It's the only way you're going to get that fat tip at the end, the highest percentage of the time, right? Is you don't know what their triggers are, good and bad. So you have to accommodate for all the triggers. And that needs to be a part of everything you do with every single table. For example, back in I don't know when, ancient times, I don't know how valid it is anymore, but I've seen that it is still valid. Stanford did a study. Stanford, man, it isn't like two guys at the end of the block decided to ask three or four people. Stanford did a study. And the number one complaint about restaurants was it wasn't the atmosphere, it wasn't the service, it wasn't even the food quality, it wasn't the cleanliness, it wasn't the location, it was none of the things that you might think are the most important things about food service. And it didn't matter male or female. the number one complaint about restaurants is or was back then. I don't know how valid it is anymore. Drum roll, please. Guys. So I strike that from my vocabulary at work. How are you guys doing? Even if it's just men, I don't say how are you guys doing. It there's a possibility they don't like it. I don't say it. Simple. Um, one of the things that is being gotten away from, at least I see, is not using terms of endearment. Hi, hon, like that. You don't know this person. Endearment. You don't know them. Why are you saying that? All right, that's it for now. Peace. Have a great day. Go make some money. Take away all the things that can detract from your tip. Add all the things that can add to your tip, and you're going to have the best tip you can get, right? Just a thought. Peace. Have a great day.